welcome to the stream once again. Welcome in. Alright, so I still can't quite believe it, but we streamed like for 7 hours yesterday. Goodbye Volcano High. I didn't think the stream would last that long, and it's kind of weird that we even streamed that game to begin with. It was an interesting experience, but it was very fun. I did have a lot of fun with the Snoot Game community, I guess we could call it. And yeah, we were having a lot of fun just experiencing the ride, poking a little fun here and there, but I think it was all good-natured ribbing, so to speak. I'm expecting tonight to be a little bit quieter, so we're going to be wrapping this one up. Apparently there's a few hours left, according to what chat was saying during the last stream. I was told repeatedly, like, there's about 3 hours left, so might end up being about a 3-hour stream. We shall see. If it's super short and those estimates are off, then maybe we'll do some Armored Core 6 or something along those lines. I don't know. It just kind of depends. We'll have to play it by ear and take a look and see what happens. But yeah, I did not post that I was streaming this on my Twitter, so I'm expecting not quite as much to be happening with this one. Cafe de Alexis, welcome in. Thank you. How you doing today? Good to see you. Welcome back. So yeah, we'll be looking at wrapping it up. Like I said, probably be a little bit quieter, but that's not gonna be an issue, I presume. Let's see here. I just want to make sure that everything is looking good and we are good to go. Mic is coming through clear and the game is unmuted. Is it? I turned off my mixer, so I don't know. Oh no, it's still muted. All right. I think we're good to go.
It's showtime.
Once again, kicking off Goodbye Volcano High. Last time we left off, I suppose an interesting turn of events. I mean, obviously the meteor, or excuse me, asteroid, was approaching the planet rapidly at some point. They kind of put it in the background. People are like, will it even hit? Do we even care? And then, weird lights started popping up in the sky. Aurora Borealis, something along those lines. And last we saw, classes had been canceled at the Volcano High School. Everything had been vandalized. People freaking out. So it seems like things are starting to weigh in a little heavier about the end of the world than anything. Learned something funny yesterday. Some streamer got his mouse literally obliterated because the game crashed in PC. Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. Speaking of crashing and stuff, we didn't experience a crash, but we had a big issue during the last stream in that the big sequence, maybe not the climax, I doubt it'd be the climax of the game, but one of the bigger sequences where they're playing the Battle of the Bands, Fang steps out there and apparently she does this big solo on thing. I want to call it an ensemble, but boy, the ensemble was coming. And 3 songs had overlapped each other, including game UI, and it was all registering at once. So we had the mother of all glitches happen during that segment. And then the game didn't crash, but it blacked out on us. They kept talking about the blackout and the power going out and all this stuff. And yeah, it wasn't all necessarily a big crash in the game. Also wasn't a blackout necessarily in the game, but the whole video had shut off. We heard some audio going on, but I had to end up restarting the game and we kind of got things back on track. But yeah, so it was weird. This game is funny. The climax is that Goku comes and saves everybody. All right. Well, we shall see. You never know. They might have, some of that money might have gone towards some crossover licensing. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this one up today. I'm expecting maybe 3 hours or something. But let's get back into it. I forget exactly right the spot where we left off, but it was something along those lines, right? So let's hit it up. Game, are you there? Is your audio working? Oh, I think the menu doesn't like have any audio. That's right. Aurora Borealis. There we go. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, wait a second. The school was vandalized, right? I didn't just like hallucinate that. Yeah. Of course, they vandalized with the most permanent of vandalizations by getting silly string. Holding a candlelight vigil, apparently. Classes are canceled, but kids still feel the need to go to school, especially Naomi. And Fang there is for support. It really went hard. The average Latin American college. That's a shame. Maybe Fang's just in it to use the music room, I'm not too sure. One of the major turning points in the story, not only did they win Battle of the Bands, but...
For Battle of the Bands.
Yes, thank you, Fang. Not only did they win the Battle of the Bands, but Naomi revealed herself to be the secret admirer from afar. So now Fang is aware of that. But she's like, no. There's too much going on. The band is breaking up. I've got too much on my mind at the moment. So, unfortunately, they didn't hook up right then and there. I guess that's to come. There was a bit of a falling out with Trish and Fang. And Trish apparently just left in a huff. I doubt she's gone for good, but you never know. Fang came to see us. Still get the Nayosi.
Show was intense, huh? Guess you haven't talked to Trish?
Nope. Feels too weird right now. Like, are we even still friends?
Only one way to find out.
So, is LNL still on for this weekend?
Dude, I wish. I'm pretty sure LNL is dead as hell. Hard enough to get the group together in the good times.
Rip.
With all this, and all that, I'm pretty sure it's good as done.
Trish going to go
I
sniff her
don't
worm.
think you should just give up on it, though.
She seems
It's
to
not
appreciate
much of
that
a
musk,
can do
doesn't
without
she?
a group, dude. Personally, I can't think of anything I'd rather do than mess around in a fantasy world. Laughing, crying, making stupid jokes, seduction roles, whatever. That's a real escape.
I think we need that right now.
I agree. But it doesn't really work if you're on your own. I guess I knew things would get bad. But I thought we'd at least stick it out together.
Yeah. Me too.
I think we've seen most of this during the last stream. It was kind of like a little music interlude part. But I don't remember if we had seen like a ton of this, or if this, like, I ended up stopping the stream like right after this ended. We'll let it play out, but I'm like halfway tempted to just kind of like skip to where we were until I recognize or don't recognize something. I definitely remember all this though. Fang was going away. And she said it a number of times. The AMV is good, no visual bugs. Yeah, the musical interludes and the videos that align with them are pretty good. I don't really see any issues with any like major character freakouts or any
Listen, kid.
really bad lip
Sounds like you
syncing
fucked up.
issues.
Your friends wanted different things. You should have known that.
Yeah. I think maybe a part of me knew. I didn't want it to be true.
Where are you gonna go from here?
I don't know. Trish did say I could go solo, I guess.
No. Fang, hold up and look around you for a second.
I'm trying.
Fang, you've got skills and the making of something great, but you're better with your band. Happier with them. That means way more than making it big on your
She's
own.
just saying you sucked doing it solo.
What, too soft for you? Listen, if I was in this business for profit alone, I'd sign you as a solo act and ship you out on an apocalypse tour yesterday. There's a reason I stayed in this town, and why I look for talent in kids like you. It's about community. Nothing's worth doing till the end of all things if you don't have people to share it with. When it comes down to it, I'd rather have people I love with me when the meteor hits than piles of money and whatever else comes with making it. And I think you would too, Fang.
I don't know if that's possible anymore, though. I think I ruined everything.
Fang, Trish so loves you. You know that, right?
It's not the end of the world. Yet.
Shouldn't even seem the type to have a lot of money. Well, she doesn't dress it, but that might be a purely stylistic choice. Yeah, LJ. Friendship and whatnot. Now give us the money. Yeah, but I mean, with money, you could relocate to a nicer spot when the meteor hits. You want your subway. That's the kind of payout we're expecting. Away. Away with ye. L&L, I think it's time we kill Braxis. Did we see this? I don't think we saw this. Last time I remember.
I'll tell you what, you are so lucky I already had an extra character sheet for him.
Like you haven't been planning this as soon as I agreed to play.
I admit nothing.
Thank you, yes.
Whatever. Thanks for agreeing to it, though. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. We could use some fun.
Could use a little fun. Everybody could use a little fun every now and again.
So, we ready to kick some Brax's butt?
Yeah. Ready as we'll ever be, I guess.
All right, almighty DM. Take us away.
Oh, God. Right into an L&L segment?
Here we are. Previously on L&L. After venturing to the misty mangroves, the vagrant got caught in the foliage, and the party had to abandon ship.
Okay. These segments are really long. I think I mentioned it last time. The L&L segments, they're not great. One, they're not even voice acted for the most part. Reed doing his DM stuff, it's like that's all voiced, but nothing else is really going on. So yeah, I mean that's kind of rough because then I got to read everything. So I don't like that about it. I do enjoy the visual changes. There's some stylistic choices that I think are nice. Most of the character designs and everything are great. And then sometimes, with the backgrounds and things, it looks pretty good. But other than that, it's like these are super dry and they don't really have a whole lot going on. There's a little bit of paralleling with what's going on, in the real world, quote unquote, but it doesn't really amount to much of anything. When I had seen this in the preview, like the trailer that they dropped, I think early this year, I was kind of hoping that it would function a little bit more like an RPG. Like maybe you could do, even if it was somewhat meaningless, you could still like choose some stats or choose, some different appearance things, some other attributes, maybe a weapon or something like that. And we'll get a choice about where we go, I suppose. So maybe they worked it out where unless they like lock you out of the, 2 areas that you could choose from, and we actually just chose the one. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it just kind of cuts the pacing down in the story, so I don't know. In fact, you learned about the game today. Apparently, the reason why the world looks so dead is because all of it is actually concept art colored. These aren't even 3D modeled backgrounds. Okay. So, it's incomplete art, basically. I get it. Hey, what's up, Ikiri? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. There was a couple moments where we saw, like, somebody commented, boy, I sure do love green lines. And, you know, the green lines in the background were supposed to signify a swamp or something like that. So very, very, like, low effort stuff here and there. You know, it doesn't, I mean, the backgrounds and stuff don't look bad. You know, maybe it's better that they're kind of hazy. Some of it looks okay. Like, there's bits and pieces on the airship, and, you know, they have that Nautilus thing. So it's like some of it's all right, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's just that it's incomplete or, you know, it's so super wordy or it doesn't have any voice acting, but there's something about it that it's not as thrilling as I think they wanted it to be. But, oh well. Don't remind me.
After that untimely evacuation, the team was ambushed by mushroom folk, who they defeated, and then
the mud bored us. Wait a second, they actually... I think it's the first time I've ever seen vor in a game.
Ew, no, gross.
That was uncalled for.
Reed, is there an HR department I can talk to?
And then the living mud of the swamp began sucking you down into its bottomless maw.
I see. Exactly what I said.
The party was beset by terrible visions.
We know what
but
Sage is
managed to
into.
escape and make their way to the foot of the Blight Tree.
Which then proceeded to vor Maya. Basically.
I'm ignoring you, and I am continuing my recap. The Blight Tree consumed Maya, leaving the rest of the party alone to fend off the living avatars of the swamp.
Basically, they're in DeviantArt. That's where you go for all your needs. Sage is a huge DeviantArt fan, I'm sure.
The party's psychic
Oh, I didn't
taunting
read that,
freed
sorry.
Maya long enough to strike at the heart of the Blight and cleanse it, purifying the swamp. And within the tree laid your prize.
The Blight Bane Axe.
With the god-killing blade in their possession, the party left the swamp, and Maya's hair looked amazing.
Mm-hmm. I wrote that in my notes. Maya did a great hair flip.
In the last moments of our previous session, Faye, you had a vision. In it, you saw a sky lit on fire, and a voice amidst the blaze. Braxis, calling out to you.
Spooky. Yeah, so where are we? Did that vision just happen?
Time has passed since our last session. The crew of the Vagrant has been traveling, preparing for their final confrontation.
I agree. I like the sprites with, you know, their little unique designs. They're a little bit more stylized in the main game, so it kind of sets it apart. You know, they got their little costumes. I don't think there's any of the sprites that I dislike. So it's nice that stylistically it's a little bit different, but I just wish there was a little bit more to these segments because they're a little cut and dry. Oh, so we're like in it?
We are in it. The hulking
In the
metal
shit.
frame of the airship cuts through the thick atmosphere, clouds and fog mixing together in a soupy haze.
Jeez.
You all look up and see a swirling tempest in the distance, the source of the crimson glow. It's a whirlwind, a portal being opened, a doorway halfway stepped through. And then a sudden clap of thunder erupts from the vortex and sends the Vagrant crashing to the ground at its feet.
Oh. Shit. Guess this is it. Gonna be the downer. Well, that's Braxis. Final boss time. Yeah, final boss time.
Oh, indeed, indeed. Final boss time. One moment, let me just... There we go. You all approach the spinning tempest, your teeth gritted. Is there anything anyone wants to do or say before we get into this?
We're ready,
Oh.
right?
I pressed the X button because I was expecting it not to. Let me be hesitant.
Not really, no. But let's do it anyway.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if there's going to be anything extra there.
All right.
It was basically yes,
All
but
right.
with a slight hesitation.
As you get closer, you begin to make out a form at the center of the storm. A massive figure, their body glistening like a diamond.
Kef? That actually does look a little bit like
Faye.
Sapphire
you hear a voice in
Sephiroth.
your head suddenly.
Faye. The violins intensify.
This is the final battle.
What do you do?
Let me talk to him. I want to see what happens. I respond. Braxis?
There is no response.
Hold up. Made it sound more mystical. You? Oh, okay. She should have said make it, not made it. Oh, right. Braxis.
With the right intonation, you hear a response.
What does he say? Hello, old friend. What? Old friend? Enough talk. I charge in.
Oh, yeah? Shit, okay. Roll for initiative.
Let's go. We need a nat 20. It could barely get any lower. Got a 5. I really do not need this bad luck right now. Oh, wait a second. I just noticed. So is somebody playing Trish's part? Because she wasn't with the group earlier. But the Ollie character is in here. So it's like somebody playing for her. Or did she just join in? Because what's happening here? I got a 20. Before we attack, I want to buff someone. I'm attacking next. Pump up my plant power. I close my eyes and start singing, and Maya is covered in sparkles. That's the buff.
The buff is actually an extra 5 damage on your next attack.
You buff attack on another, like, spellcaster? Foolish girl, you think a spell will protect your friend?
Maya, before you can take your attack, Braxis points at you, and a searing pain races over your skin. You barely manage to hold onto your staff. 10 damage.
Oof. No one here is your old friend, you psycho. With my power and Linnea's combined, or was it Linnea's, I think it was, my leaves do extra slashing damage.
Nice. 13 damage.
I'm weakening for you, Faye. Kick his ass. Right. What about that axe that we got? Shouldn't we be doing something about that? 14's not bad. I slashed at him with my trusty scythe, which, by the way, I recently sharpened. I don't think that's going to factor into it. Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, alright. Your blade makes a cool slashing sound as you cut through the air, and hit for a good chunk of slashing damage. You're up next, Ollie.
But yeah, exactly. Where's Trish? But then Ollie's here. Bash him with my guitar.
Hell yeah, great damage on that. But roll to see if your guitar breaks.
Can't believe you would take my guitar away from me.
Maya, Braxis turns on you again. You hear his voice in your head now.
You've already lost. I'll take you out first. Then the rest of them, one by one.
You become paralyzed, locked to the spot, and you cannot feel your magic energy when you reach out for it.
Sounded like the NFL theme for a second. That's enough. My time to shine. I point my fork at his chest. Hey, finally, he references a fork. The past 2 times he's been doing an attack, he's been calling it a spoon. Take aim and kablow. Chef Jeff, super sauce power blast. Put that away, Sage. We don't need that.
Just now.
It's a reskin of Divine Smite. I know what I'm doing.
Damn, okay. Divine Smite is holy damage, so it's extra effective. He clutches his chest and drops to his knees.
My wounds are grievous. I cannot go on. Wait, really? We won? Faye, come to me before I pass on. Okay, seriously, what is this deal with Faye? Beats me. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Should I go to him? Maybe, but be careful. Okay, I approach the fallen Braxis. I reach out.
You reach out, you hear his voice.
Hello, child. I want to end this. Finish this. Don't call me child. You've lost. Huh. Still as brave as I remember, and just as foolish. It seems you still haven't recovered your memories. Allow me to return them to you. Huh? Wow.
Suddenly, Braxis reaches out, his hand moving like lightning, too fast to dodge. He taps his finger against your forehead, Faye. And then you remember.
I remember?
It comes in flashes, not whole pictures. Almost like you're watching a movie. Like all this happened to someone else. You see a younger version of yourself. You see a family. And then comes a hand offering power. And then comes a pact, an agreement.
Oh no, she had a negative filter. Now she has cancer. Also, you'll feel the power of D's. Then Fang asks D's what? Then everybody explodes. There's not even a payoff to it. They just die. Maybe. Maybe.
You watch yourself enter into the service of Braxis.
Fuck. Yeah, wow. Faye, are you okay? I'm processing.
You remember now how you decided one day
She's
to
really getting
deny
into
your
it.
teacher, how you rebelled, and as punishment, you remember the day he stole your past, your memories, your family, your brother.
Is this parallel to when Fang got her phone taken away? Brother. Or don't you remember? Here, allow me to reacquaint you.
And hold on. Give us 1 second for this next part. Fang.
All set. Huh?
Reed?
There's Trish.
What are
Okay.
you up
Nothing.
to? Fang?
Hold on a goddamn minute. Also, hey, Reed is the closest to us now. We just had like this big falling out. They had this major fight at the Battle of the Bands.
For Battle of the Bands.
There we go. And it's like Trish just stormed off. During the musical interlude segment, Fang was asking, "Oh, is she still even my friend?" And then just like out of thin air, they just all come back together again, like nothing's happened. I mean, there's not even any tension or anything during the game or anything like that. It's the same issue we were having before, but I think this is more egregious because they had a major meltdown. So the fact that everybody's just coming here, and I don't know, maybe you can make the argument that, well, the world's ending or whatever, but can you give us something? Can we have a scene where maybe they have like some small reparations between each other? Oh, well.
Oh, I'll let him reveal it.
Have you two been scheming?
Maybe, yeah, just a bit. Everyone, we have a special guest joining us tonight. You want to come in?
Nazar? Who could it be?
It is I. Hey, everyone.
No way! Shut up! Oh, Stella's gonna be so jealous!
Okay, so yeah, like
Nasser, my dude!
Nazar and Stella have been the only ones, and it's like, well, okay, they're not including everybody. Maybe it's not their thing, but why is Stella not here? Why doesn't Stella get to play? Maybe she doesn't like it, but still, you could like give us a key on that, because otherwise, it's my assumption that everybody just doesn't like her. They invite everybody over, even Nazar, who really doesn't seem like this would be kind of his kind of thing, but then just like, Stella, who cares? But Sage is sitting there. Oh, she's gonna be so jealous. So apparently they talk about it. So if she's gonna be jealous, then obviously she wants something to do with this. Nazar spawns out of nowhere. What's up, Fang? Just make breakdance to become friends again. At least if, something like that would have happened, at least we would have seen it. It would have been nice to have something be seen to show these characters come back together again, but okay.
Oh my god, yay!
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Exactly the reaction I wanted.
Oh. Oh shit, hold on. Ready for this?
You just kind of go along with what everyone says. It'll be fun.
Cool. Yeah, that character sheet was amazing.
You're gonna be so good at this. Holy smokes! Why didn't I think of this before?
Nice move.
Thanks. I just wanted him to have some fun.
Okay, back in the game. Hold on, let me remember where I was.
Allow me to acquaint you.
He snaps his fingers, and with a sudden flare of flame, someone appears before you. You all recognize him immediately.
It is I. I summoned him to make a point. Faye, do you remember now? I do. Huh? Remember what? That I'm their brother, Kef. Wait, you're Kef? Even though we saw Kef earlier and it was clearly like some kind of read. Like, Nazar femboy? Maybe. I think it might just be the style. Yep. Hi, everyone. I knew you weren't dead. Finally, we could be together. Wait, what? What indeed? Gasp. Kef and Faye are siblings? How unpredictable. Of course we are. Actually makes sense. You're both brainwashed by the same evil god. We were young. Well, we didn't know that about you until just like 5 minutes ago, but yeah, sure. We were young and we made a pact with Broxus together. But he did something to our minds, made us forget each other. It wasn't what either of us were signed up for. He's got little T-Rex hands. A little on the smaller side, it's alright. Any mini hands. Maybe not. But there was a time when you were both happy to serve me. You were my favorite disciples. It can be like that again. What do you say? As he's on his ass. Take my hand. Don't do it. Silence. Faye, take my hand. I reach out. Wait, Faye. And I flip Broxus the bird. Oh, didn't see that coming. I love my friends. I would never betray them. Never for you. Pathetic. You should be more afraid of me. Maybe, but I know something you don't know. Yeah, and what's that? Oh, I don't know. Just that I have this. And then I pull out the axe. Mammoth. Look at her. She's pointing. Ah! She grew a couple wings. How can this be? Oh! OMG, go, Faye. Foolish mortal, maybe mercy for you was a mistake. But no matter, there is always time to correct the errors of the past.
Braxis rises up, also transforming. There is a clap of thunder, and his body becomes painted by red light.
Yes, she was kind of doing the horny point, yeah. I will do what I should. I've done centuries ago. There we go. Reduce something. I guess you to ashes, maybe. Uh-oh. You dare betray me? Your magic, it comes from me. Fang is now Tumblr adoptable. Oh, God. Your past comes from me.
He throws another bolt. It's very immature.
Everything you are, everything you will ever become, me.
He readies another volley.
Quick, let's hide behind this boulder.
But you all take cover before it hits.
We need a plan. I mean, Fang just turned into like some sort of super god, so maybe let her do her thing, maybe. We're pinned down. Someone needs to cause a distraction. Let me. I've got the power of the swamp coursing through my veins. Yeah, Rose has got swamp blood. Are you sure splitting up is a good idea? We should go in together. Yeah, I don't think it is. Kirby villain looks weird. It's like that mild edgy kind of like when Nintendo has to do like a big epic boss of sorts, but then it's still got to be like Nintendo family friendly. So that it doesn't quite reach where it should. If one of us goes, we're all going, yeah? Yeah. Wait, before we go, I think I owe you all an apology. My love, you can do no wrong in my eyes. We can handle that later, after we win. Right now, we have a god to deal with. Think we even stand a chance? Possibly. Definitely. Probably not. Faye. It's a slew of answers there, nothing matched up. We're probably screwed. I'll be honest. Probably fucked. But if we're going down, I want to go down fighting. So that this all meant something, you know? On 3? Yeah. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Got a second wind, but we're gonna need to be smart about this. Alright. I could just do like attack. Yeah, that's smart. In this new form, I have a bunch of cool spells I want to try out. I will cast an energy shroud on Linnea. I cast an energy shroud on you. You'll have advantage on all your spell rolls.
Nice. A bubble of purple energy surrounds Linnea.
I should get to roll 2 dice. Rosa, please stop trying to bang Nazir. Hey, if they were hooking up, Nazir and Stella, she'd be here now, right? Yeah, I don't think his pelvis could support that weight though. With either of them, really. We saw them side by side compared. They're both about the same size. But like Stella is more of a wall, and at least Rosa has a bit more curve to her. Bubble buff, bubble buff. All right, time for me to join the fray. I cast out and grab hold of Brax's mind to hit him with psychic damage.
All right, that'll be a tough one since he knows all your tricks. Give me a roll.
9.
Okay, great. Let's say you've been working on some tricks that Braxis hasn't seen, and you get past his defenses. You see him shake his head, trying to clear it, but you've definitely thrown him off. He lashes out with his tail and knocks your spear out of your hand.
Oh god, I don't know what to do. Cast a spell or something, maybe. I think Maya's taking the most damage at this point. I'm gonna cast Healing Hands on her. Touch her. What I want to say is you cast that one on me, the flowers all over my outfit that were pretty wilted bloom bright pink again. And their scent makes Braxis start sneezing. Hey, you're not the DM, you cannot make those assumptions. And he misses all his next attacks. You can't just like say all this stuff.
I love how you two think. But no, you do get healed for 11 damage though.
Yeah, exactly. You tell him, Reed, no, you're not playing the game right. Thanks, babe. No worries. Why do they keep calling each other babe? Like Stella was saying that to Sage constantly, and I'm like, are they a thing? Are they together? But I guess Stella's still like lusting after Nazir. I'll wipe you all off the face of this planet.
You see Braxis's halo start spinning faster and faster, and then it suddenly flies out and slashes the people closest to him. That looks like Faye, Kef, and Ollie. You all take 12 damage as a searing pain runs across your chest. Maya, you're up.
I need some input. I could try to cast Entangle on this guy, or I could heal. Immobilize, I'm all for status effects. Immobilize him. Right, that way everyone attacking after me can get a better hit. Roots burst from the ground around where Braxis is floating and grab onto his many limbs.
All right. He beats his wings violently and starts trying to rip himself out, but for now, he won't be able to move much.
I've been noticing that. I think it's mostly been happening in these sequences, but it's like sometimes the avatar that's supposed to be like speaking is grayed out or, you know, darkened, even though they're like at the forefront and should be, you know, lit up or speaking or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, kind of. The segments aren't like 100% polished. Perfect, he's a sitting duck. I cast Thunderclap, sending out a bolt of sound waves right at him. clapping them cheeks.
Braxis wraps his wings around his head to buffer against your attack, but your sound wave rips handfuls of feathers out as it rolls into him. Once the air calms, he opens his wings back up and blasts you back 10 feet.
Oh no, I think my guitar flies out of my hand and skitters across the floor all bent up. Let's not waste time. I stab with my fork right at his stupid, weird, nasty face.
Okay, and since he's immobilized, you can actually stab him twice.
And then an evil cackle. Mwahaha. Shut up, you little gremlin. Oh, you're trying your best, but that's still a very cute laugh. All right, folks. I will attack with Kef. We can only do this as siblings. It's always something disappointing. Kef, attack him with me. Ready when you are. Kef, your blood has weakened. It's not too late to return to me. I'll show you weak. We both aim at our weapons, and then hit him with rays of darkness.
That's a good roll. ×2. Damn. Braxis looks truly shaken for the first time.
Look, he's literally shaking. Enough. Attack with Linnea, attack with Maya, attack with Jeff. I'm gonna go with Sage, just because why not? Darkness, Nomura lurking in the corner. Oh my god, we rolled a 20. And we got a trophy. That's like the first trophy we've gotten since the beginning of the game. New milestone reached? What the hell? Oh, it's a trophy level up. Boy, I haven't got one of those in a while. I used to play PlayStation all the time, and I got like an absurdly high trophy level. And this is like the first time I've actually seen that pop up. So I guess I got a new trophy level. I want to kill him. Me too. Together? Yep. We clash our weapons together, combining our powers, then hurl a ball of energy straight at Braxis' heart. Ah!
The portal Braxis came through begins to... Shit.
The power out.
Portal shits?
No, Sage. It does not shit.
These are getting a lot more frequent.
Maybe they should just start using candles or something. Don't rely on electricity. It's not like it's a D&D game. You don't need a whole lot of electricity anyway.
Back to the game?
Sure. Where were we? The portal Braxis came through begins to turn in on itself, pulling him back inside.
Holy shit. Is that a question? Did we do it? Woohoo! God, what a rush. Let's not celebrate just yet.
Ollie's right. The portal continues collapsing, but suddenly you feel it start to pull at you.
Oh no. Uh-oh. This can't be good.
It isn't. The vortex twirls violently, growing as it consumes matter. Around you, light begins to bend, and everything begins breaking down.
Is it this? Is this the end? Should have been, is this it? But is it this? All right. I know I read that right, too. I double took that after I said it. There's so much I never got to say. It's okay, we're together. Foreshadowing. Yeah, this is where Chrono pops up, right? We're all here, that's what matters. We won.
The portal lets out a howl, and underneath your feet, gravity has inverted. You rise, your feet floating through the air.
What happens next? What's on the other side of the portal? It's Lavos. I don't know. No one does.
The portal sucks you in, and then closes like a zipper behind you.
Zip.
And that's it. Behind you, the portal closes, sealing yourselves and Braxis away. For a
Sounds
long
like you're on
time,
the verge
you
of
drift
tears,
through the
Reed.
void, dreaming.
Fucking thing
You see
sucks!
glimpses of memories, happy moments, loose ends you never got to resolve. Eventually, though, you start to lose grip. becomes too hard to hold on to yourselves in the tempest. You have to let go.
Just want to remind everybody that I don't always have control over my own soundboard.
You all, one by one, let yourself go in the portal.
Chat does too sometimes with some select
I wish
sounds.
I could tell you where you end up, but I don't know. I like to think it's somewhere nice, though. What I do know is that the world you left behind was saved. People will live and die happy lives, in peace, because of what you all did.
It's a
They
game,
won't
Reed.
remember you, or even know you existed. But they'll be there because of you.
It's a game.
Beyond that, though, I'm not sure. My guess is as good as yours.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
The end, I guess.
Okay. You want your rare drop weapon?
That's it? We died?
Dead? Dead? Like, no coming back. No plot twist.
No, Sage. We
Yeah.
are all dead.
Yeah. The story ends here.
They didn't even offer Nazir a chair. He didn't even sit on the couch. He was just standing the whole time.
It was a great session, Reed. Thanks for hosting us.
Later, guys.
Bye.
I better get going too. Bye, guys. This was fun.
I'm gonna text Stella about the reveal. She'll be so jealous. See ya.
Well,
She'll be jealous. Why not invite her? That one you wouldn't have to
There goes
like
plan.
relay everything.
no, dude. Your entrance was perfect. You killed it.
And then you killed us, Reed? What the hell?
Nah, I don't know. Hard to think of a good ending right now.
Should have done a different take on
At
that.
least y'all went out together.
He's trying to force that point that, okay, guys, when the meteor's coming, we need to be together. Hey, we got another trophy. Trophies are back. We didn't get it. So I looked at the trophy list. We were looking at it while we were restarting the game. And there was a ton of like trophies that when we looked at the descriptions for them, it's like, oh, I did that. We saw that. And it's like they weren't popping up. So the game was just like messed up from the get-go.
Here I am.
Lost. Now, you know what? You're broken.
In pieces again. Something where I began.
Just a little off key in that second verse.
Claw back to where I began. What the hell went wrong? And can I fix it with a song?
That's corny. Would you guys be down to come to the pit? There's something I need to say. In person. Well, she looks nice in that picture, at least. But it's like, you know, she's like all downtrodden and somber in reality, but she's got a smile for that photo. Barbecue at the beach. Heck yeah. Bring the drinks. Oh, wait. Wasn't there like a whole debate going on about the omnivores versus the herbivores? What are these guys primarily? Which side of the fence do they stand on? Actually, thinking about it, we haven't looked at not Twitter in a while. There's like vibration for this too. There wasn't vibration for this last time. I wonder if there's an update in this game. Like somebody didn't exactly find out until like after launch that this game was broken in some fashion. Boy, where do we leave off? I remember seeing that one chick. Is it me or does everything suck right now? Vibes are way off. I don't remember that one. Maybe because the giant space rock is on its way to kill us. I don't know. How am I going to finally touch grass if all that's left is a dusty crater, you know? Wonder what's going to come after, like after. Students, as a reminder, school will remain open until otherwise directed by the school board. Please continue to attend classes as normal. No likes. I hate you, Heat Death. I hate you, Meteor. I love you, Vending Machine on second floor. I hate you, Miss Roberts. I hate you, Impact Death. Jess. I wonder which one Jess is. There's like 6 students in that class. And Naomi, Reed, Millhouse, and Fang make up 4 of them. We know that there's, well, I don't know. Maybe Jess is Millhouse. Who knows? And then we've seen that Stacy and the blue Triceratops girl are in there. So I'm wondering if it's one of them. Glad Swamp Babies lost, TBH. Why are they still even competing here? They've won the battle so many times. Classic Swamp Babies L. You love to see it. Turn your location on. Swamp Babies were robbed. What's a worm drama? Okay, so this is all that happened after the Battle of the Bands. It could be the most perfect being created by natural evolution. Nothing beats the old good rock. This needs to be big enough. Yeah. Old space rock. It always gets the win. Stan worm drama for clear skin. Okay, but worm drama slaps. Worm drama, crying. LMAO at Swamp Babies crashing and burning. Cry harder, babies. All right. Abby's got a little venom in her speech. Listen, I thought worm drama was great, but winning the whole battle, literally how? I played 3 songs at the same time. I don't know if you saw that. It's called skill. I don't know what to tell you. Stand validate. We all have that one friend who only takes neo-emo angle selfies. So outdated. I need examples. What the hell do you mean by that? Gliding and flying are not the same thing. Featherless bipeds do not interact. Oh my God, I'm not a flat earther. Stop DMing me. This webbed site is a pestilence upon the land. Love everyone needs to go outside. FR, for real. If our planet actually is round, then why won't the meteor just hit the one side of it? Checkmate, round earthers. It's called being a protagonist. Yeah, maybe. Every time I see a weird as hell fast food promotion / collab, I get the immediate urge to make fun of it on social media. And I hate that because I know the ad campaign is winning. We live in a society. Yeah, I'm sure. At Lil Miko, start at the big rock in the sky, not for much longer. I see, I hate reading these backwards. When the meteor is coming to kill us, renders all marketing absurd in the face of certain doom. I mean, this dearly and sincerely, have any of you considered about going outside for once? We see a lot of those messages. You could probably lean off it. Some of y'all literally are like, both sides are valid. Meanwhile, carnivores out here, okay, eating babies. Yeah, finally, dino racism. It's what we've been waiting for. Well, they keep we've seen that there's mentions of tyrannosaurs, and Trish was talking about a long neck, but we haven't seen them. They brought it up earlier. Are they like shunned from society? Are they segregated? Where are they? Why haven't we seen any? Oh boy, let me see. At Rexanna, lol. Rex Annie, can you please change your at or like? Stop posting. People keep coming to me every time you open this app. Oh, Rex Anna and Rex Annie, I see. There's 2 different ones. Every second that passes, you're basically a new person. I simply will not just get hit by the asteroid when it gets here. Rip to you guys, but I'm built different. If the Earth dies, I just want you all to know that I have watched so many of you behave in abnormal ways. Find God. They believe in God? Raptor Jesus? A very good evening to every star in the sky except one. You know who you are. I think you guys should be nicer to the meteor. Like, what if she's going through something, RN? We don't know her life story. God forbid women do anything. All right. Well, that was fascinating.
What's up?
What's up?
You're so dramatic.
It's what gives me my sparkle.
It kinda is.
Thanks for coming, though.
I was nearby. Saves me from falling down another hole of doomsday videos when I get home.
He was nearby. He traveled 2 hours to get here. Also, the mammals supposedly are the inferior species, going to survive this, and years later going to use their corpses for our cars. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like, did you know solid rock can liquefy if you hit it hard enough?
Huh?
Yeah, I do now. Hey, at least when it happens, you won't be surprised.
Yeah. That's kind of my whole personality. Hey, look, about everything.
We're interrupting. Hello.
Hey, y'all. It's good to see you. What have you been up to?
Oh, you
Just
know,
hanging out.
the usual. Lying face down on the floor.
Are you able to do that with that snoot?
I've been flying a lot, actually.
Oh, yeah? See anything cool?
Actually, yeah.
We never saw her fly. Why can't we see her fly? Yeah, Stella's come for the snacks.
Hey, I'm glad you came.
Me too. Nasser gave me a lift. He was... I think it's good you invited him.
Then where is he? Walking awkwardly in the background. Nod. I wanted that one.
When did you get here?
Yeah, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time.
He just like instantly manifested like he did that
Well,
one time when he was getting the snacks.
It's nice that you're here.
Been called a meteor dodger as an insult to dinos. Also, welcome in, Lyra. Oh,
Hey, everybody.
everybody having a
kind
good
of
old
have
time.
Something to say. I was messing with some music earlier, and I thought I could say it with a song or something, but well, it's like I guess I just wanted to, Okay, look. You guys are my best friends. Every time things get weird, we're still here. And now, stuff is really, really messed up. And I don't think it's just gonna go back to normal. But you all answered my text. And we're still here. Whatever happens, even if nothing is ever okay again, I want us to be okay. I don't want us to give up on each other. Ever. I love you guys.
She sounded inebriated when she said that.
Did you just heal us with the power of friendship?
Shut up, Sage.
I don't feel worse. I don't know. You're weird, but you're brave.
Things are crazy right now. It's okay if we're a little crazy sometimes, too. And I had this feeling we'd end up here. I just didn't know how. You did that.
To being okay.
To being less than great, but more than dead.
Here, here.
No one else had anything to add to that. Armageddon orgy? Maybe. You need enough drinks for that.
You're funny. He's funny. How come you've kept us apart so long?
Yeah, Sib. Why do you keep me locked in the basement?
Dude, I don't even know you.
Now all I need is to be a permanent LNL member.
Oh god, if they hitting it off.
Was that even a question? You totally stole the show last
Reed
session.
and Nazar is like one of the most cursed ships.
Why are you looking at me like that? Bang, help.
You got yourself into this.
You got me into this.
Oh, right. Well, I don't care.
Ah, mages. Am I right?
No. Get your head out of the L&L world, Reed. Actually, I wonder, since Reed is in our personal circle as close as he is, I wonder if had we hit it off with anybody else a little bit better if someone else would have been sitting next to her like immediately. Because he was the first one to show up, so I don't know. Replay value. It's a damn shame we don't have like save slots. This game would be a lot more fun, in my opinion, if there were save slots. I don't want to have to go through the entirety of it just to see minor, potentially little changes. Hey Fang, how's it going? I'm good. Everything okay? Listen, have some bad news. Okay. So with everything going on, it just isn't going to work out on a show the size of Caldera Fest. So... you're cutting us? Give it to me straight, LJ. Wait, so you're cutting worm drama? No, I'm calling it. Caldera Fest can't happen, not now. So what happens now? Try not to let it get into your head, okay? Lean on those friends you were talking about. Music isn't the only thing you've got going for you. I'm gonna board up Lava Java. Can't stand to see things bad there. Just headed to the cabin in the woods to wait it out, whatever this is. I'm sorry, Fang, really. It was a real pleasure working together. Take care of yourself. Thank you. You too. Rip. Reed needs to touch grass. You know,
Even if it's for an independent film.
Initially he seemed like someone that was a little bit more, I don't know, outgoing, but maybe that was just like predisposed indications of his personality from like Snoot Game or something like that, because he's actually like really cloistered and fairly nerdy. So sort of surprising. We have more tweets. Hold on. Think you guys should be nicer to the meteor. No, we just saw that one. I hope arthropods get the planet after us. Never should have changed past Opabenia.
If I never see a guy make out with a weight bench ever again, it'll be the best thing that's ever happened to me. Well, anyway, I have his number if anyone's looking for a weird time.
That's all
You
right.
find the worst guys.
Maybe Fang can get him to direct one of their music videos.
Yeah, I would love that.
I can see it, actually.
Was that Mom on the phone?
Why? So you can narc about us drinking beer?
I was just asking.
Don't worry about it.
Are you sure? It doesn't seem like nothing.
Well, it's about Caldera Fest.
Funny thing, it's that till you know, these actually going to be pretty heavy, because actually to this point, the whole city was going to be basically the purge because of the panic. But we got this. Wait, so what do you mean? Like everyone would have been freaking out or something? You only see the college being an average Latin America place? Well, yeah, okay, I guess I know what you mean. You mean like if the school is like flipping out and we see like vandalization going there, then yeah, like the whole city would more than likely be flipping out at this point in time. People would probably be breaking into shit, stealing things, probably murder going on. All sorts of ugly acts, but we don't really see it. We see a halfway closed down school, and then LJ says she's going up to her cabin in the woods, boarding up Lava Java, and the kids are hanging out at the beach. So, I mean, you know, there's probably more to it, but we don't get to see it. Gotta soften the blow. Gotta tell it like it is.
Apparently, Caldera Fest is too complicated to run right now. So all that stuff I was saying before about staying sane doesn't really apply to me anymore.
Oh,
Go wild, Faye.
I'm sorry.
Figures. Sorry, man. You've been killing yourself over this. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Life's not fair.
Sucks, dude.
It's weird. I feel like I should be more upset than I am. I mean, I'm not thrilled, but I'm also weirdly, like, at peace. It's all
the 15
I've thought
beers
about
you
for
had?
a year, and right now, I'm just relieved you guys are here. Yeah, I mean, Caldera Fest doesn't...
Make me laugh. It could. Caldera Fest doesn't have your back.
keep me honest when I mess up, but love me anyway. Who needs the future when you have all your friends in the present, right?
Seriously?
Right? There's like a
This was your
slight laughter
big
in there.
thing. How can you say it just doesn't matter? How are we supposed to just be fine?
Calm down,
What else
Naomi.
are we gonna do? It's not like we can stop it.
I know, but that doesn't mean we can pretend everything is okay.
No one's pretending, Naomi.
Yeah, there are some things that just can't be changed.
Better to accept reality for what it is. No point in getting upset about it.
Maybe for you guys, but some of us had plans for the future.
Excuse me?
She's losing it.
Guys, it's easy for you guys to give up on everything, but I had so much planned. I have so many things I've worked on that I'll never get to see.
What, you think you're the only one? Sage isn't gonna get to be a chef, Fang isn't getting Caldera Fest.
Yeah, but what about you? Were you planning on letting the cards choose a career for you?
Ooh, damn. Yeah, Stella's just a big fat piece of shit, isn't she? Naomi becoming unhinged at all out. Please put some spice to this. Yeah, I'm a little surprised she was the one that like ended up having an outburst. I would almost like start equating this to like when she started losing it in Snoot. She starts like letting the facade fade, and she starts like losing her shit. It's getting there.
Naomi, are you actually talking about a career right now? There's way more to life.
Easy for you to say. Some people want more from life than deliveries and board games.
Whoa, cool it.
You of all people should understand where I'm coming from, Trish.
Yeah, but I care more about my friends than my career. What?
You had no problems letting your career get between us.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
You avoid me all the time, and the world is gonna end any fucking day now.
That's rich coming from you. You're like the most avoidant person I know.
You need to cool down.
Fine, whatever. Now that your dream is canceled, I guess we should all just accept our fates.
Oh, fuck off, Naomi.
Oh no. No, that's your new girlfriend. Stop it. Spicy. What's up, Danger Mouse? Welcome back. Yeah, this has been the most heated any of the discussions have gotten between any of the characters, even the little fallout that they had after Battle of the Bands. But at the same time, it's also been like some of the best performances and probably the best dialogue in the game. Naomi just went out like scathing. Yeah, exactly. Cutting everybody down. No survivors. Fang put the gun down. One assembly at a time. Come on. But yeah, that's all great. That's all been great. Divided. The hell is this? Oh. I can't do anything with Stella, apparently. Did I just ignore? I guess I have shut Stella down quite a bit, haven't I? Yeah, Orgy's been canceled, sorry.
That was a lot.
You got a stomachache, Fang? I'm glad, I don't know, I find it kind of weird. Like, I was going to look at that, yeah. Sage is still, like, on the way outskirts. We don't get a whole lot of opportunities to interact with Sage or Stella. So, you know, I feel like them being, like, on the great extreme outer border would just naturally happen through natural gameplay. But there has been a couple instances where I've chosen options during the few segments that we've had where you just kind of shut Stella down. We get to interact with Sage a little bit more, even if it's just because of L&L, but why Sage and no Stella? I don't know. I don't know what the prerequisites are for some of the decisions here. That's probably the first time I've been actually locked out of a choice that wasn't just like some throwaway dialogue. Rosa, kind of the same situation, but I feel like we even interact with Rosa a little bit more than Stella or Sage. So I don't know why I don't know why we're close enough or whatever to interact with Sage. I guess I kind of prefer it. Maybe. I don't know. I like Sage and not. There are certain attributes about his personality that I'm not too fond on, but Sage and I, old buddy of mine, old pal, we have a lot of history together.
You doing okay? I don't blame you. I've never seen us fight like that.
Me neither.
It's all your fault, Sage.
I can't believe Naomi said all that stuff either.
Yeah. I mean, she made some points.
Just telling it like it is.
Yeah. And she didn't have to be a dick about it, though.
I don't think she meant everything she said.
Yeah, well, she better not have.
She's just frustrated.
What are you gonna do about
I
it?
think that part's on me.
Oh?
Yeah. So it's on me to fix it.
Oh, good. Because I don't think I can bake my way out of this one. What about you, though? Did you mean everything you said? Like, about Caldera Fest and having a future?
I think so. Honestly, I'm not really sure. It's easier to say that kind of stuff in grand speeches than it is in quiet moments.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have to choose between my friends or Caldera Fest on my last day on Earth, I'll obviously choose my friends. But it still sucks to have to make the choice at all. But I guess it's been made for me. End of days.
I was gonna say, you don't got a choice now.
I just, I still can't wrap my head around it all. It's senior year.
Can't wrap
You
your head
think I
around
should be
something?
afraid
Wow.
of hearing back from culinary schools. Not everything and everyone dying because of a meteor.
Yeah. I wish I was just stressed about going on tour, not dying.
I mean, you could still go on tour. And we're not dead yet.
I think that was
So?
like a prompt for me.
Not without Trish and Reed. Not on my own.
You could come along,
It's
Sage.
all I wanted, but it's not worth losing time with my friends. And all it took was the literal apocalypse for me to realize that.
I hate feeling like everything I did was for nothing.
Same.
Yeah, well, you get used to it.
But maybe it wasn't for nothing.
What do you mean?
I thought that being successful was what I wanted from music, but honestly, it's always been fun for me, even when we sucked. As long as I had Trish and Reed with me, it was worth it. Is it possible that baking was still worth it for you? You might not be professionally trained, but you're still amazing. And I think people would literally murder for the last cookie on the tray.
Especially now.
I mean, I think it was. But I can't help it. It just still feels like a waste, you know?
No one would ever say that your baking was a waste of time. And you love it. Nothing you love is a waste.
Yeah. I love the process of putting it all together. And I love being able to serve the finished bake to my friends.
That's something the meteor can't take from you.
Except when it can and you're dead.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Have 5 mental breakdowns. Mental breakdowns 5 times a month. Also, welcome to adulthood, Sage. Yeah. That's what being an adult's all about, Sage. Can't all live in cookies and sugar land. Also, you notice everyone has carnivore teeth. Well, I mean, I don't think Rosa or Stella does. I don't know about Trish. Sage does, but he's a raptor. And the same with the pterodactyls. And, Reed, obviously. I don't know about Naomi, though. I don't know if she's got incisors. Maybe she'll give us a big smile here. Come on, Naomi. Bring it in. Or we could just look at our shoes and the sky. Okay, we don't... Again, they're giving us all these choices, but, we don't get to choose between them. I guess it might just be who we're closest with. But, I mean, Nazar's pretty close. Naomi has a Wii motion controller on the head. What, her crest? It looks a little flaccid for that. I feel like the Wiimote would be a little more stiffened. I mean, I'd probably want to talk to Reed over Nazar anyway, but I mean, if we had the choice, I would be hemming and hawing about it for a little bit instead of just saying, oh, well, here we go.
A figure approaches from the shadows.
Shut up, Reed. Get your ass out of L&L land.
Faye, the dark mage of breaking up friend groups.
What's up,
I
Flipper?
think
Thanks
that
for
was
joining
a
in.
party effort. But, you know, telling Naomi to fuck off was a hell of a spell.
Critical hit.
Oh, you guys. The Nazar card looked cool. He has a sword. Yeah, the cards that they had, I guess they're like little takes on tarot cards or something, but the designs are nice. I wish they had shown those off before. I don't think we've even seen any of those.
You okay?
Define okay.
I'm not sure I have the mental capacity for that one.
Do you ever wonder what this is all about?
What do you mean?
This. All this bullshit. The meteor, the end times, people. They're always saying stuff like, everything happens for a reason. And, like, yeah, they're right. Somewhere this big hunk of space death probably broke off of some other destroyed thing. It blasted its way around, hooked onto the gravity of this, that, whatever, until it got here. Every step happened for a reason. It's just, none of those reasons had anything to do with us. Maybe when our planet gets fucked up, a big hunk of space death is gonna break off of us. Fly its way to the next one, where a bunch of folks get to look up and see this.
They ever explain why the Aurora Borealis is happening?
But I like looking at it.
It's beautiful.
It's funny. When you talk about it, Reed, that's when I feel like it all makes sense. Like it's all connected. Maybe the reason is just whatever gives us an excuse to be closer, to say what we need to. I'm glad that everything that's happening means I get to sit here with you, looking at the connective tissue. So, what happens next in L&L?
Next.
We all died.
Yeah, I'm invested now. And I know you thought of an ending.
Well, everybody dies.
Yeah, exactly. No, Fang, you know this. We all experienced this not too long ago. I guess this is goodbye. Volcano High 2. This is a sequel no one ever asked for. Not every time. Something just happens because of luck. Not everybody that makes things right has the good life. Not everybody that makes things wrong has the bad life. Sometimes just happens. Don't play with the probabilities. Like more serious reflection than this game. Well, at least it's making you think, right? Existential crisis is always kind of one of the more horrifying things to me. It's kind of hard to get invested in it when you have a bunch of colorful dinosaurs, anthropomorphized, you know, relaying that type of story to you. But I can get, you know, some of the things behind it. But even still, it's a bit of a weird position to be in. Oh, look at that picture. Sage is crying. That doesn't look like GVH Fang. It actually looks more snootish. Nothing you love is a waste. Look at them tears welling up in his eyes. It's all right, old buddy. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
But that's not the end of the story.
It's not?
Yes, everyone is incinerated in space. But because you all did that, Braxis is dead and the universe is saved. And over millennia, all the dust that you were blown into gets, like, swirled up in space and collapsed into stars. So all the people you saved will look up in the sky and see you.
We're constellations.
Connective tissue. I guess I should get back to everyone. Check in with my #1 dude, Nasser.
Ugh, yeah. Go be best friends. I'll catch up.
I'm afraid that they're hooking up. Uh-oh, we got a choice between... Now we finally get a choice. I guess we haven't been close to Nasser or Stella enough to be able to choose between the two. But now we get a choice between Naomi and Trish. I mean, if you know me as the Snoot Game artist that I am, you probably know my feelings on Trish, so I don't think we're going to be going for her. I am more curious to see what sort of connection Fang and Naomi have, though. Also, existential shit hit pretty hard. I guess it's normal. Harder than a truck to a isekai protagonist. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These little moments are all connecting. No, not that one. I wanted to look at this one. Connective tissue. Reed and Fang staring at the sky, looking at the stars. Yeah, I've been trying to be more nice to Reed than anybody. I think out of all of them, which makes sense, obviously, if you see the circles of friendship, since he's the closest one. The last act is actually something compared to the first parts. I feel like with a lot of the first parts, they were it's like, okay, we have a setting. We have an ending in mind. We know how this is going to end. We know how sort of the characters interact with each other, but we need something to fill up the in-between. So I think the start of the game, outside of some meandering conversations, was somewhat well-focused. You get everything established with Fang and the band and setting up Battle of the Bands. And
there's no point.
The audition. No, that's not the one I wanted.
We got an audition.
There we go. and setting all that up, and I think all that worked.
Or Battle of the Bands.
Thank you. Yes, that's one of the ones that I was thinking of. But after that, it's like the plot. Some people have said in chat yesterday. It's just a lot of filler, just trying to fill up the gameplay time in between the setup and then the payoff at the end. So I feel like a lot of the stuff at the end here is hitting a lot harder than anything else in the rest of the game, but that's probably because it was the most well thought out. I don't know. I do think I'm going to play this game again on my own time just to kind of experience some other stuff, maybe see if some of the character interactions will, affect some of these choices here at the end. I would like to see how the other conversations play out at the beach here. Obviously, we didn't even get the opportunity to have a chance between some of them, but I guess I could work that out on a second playthrough. I don't know. Sure would be nice if I had some save spots. Speaking of existential crisis, if you guys want something like that, I do recommend Outer Wilds, one of the greatest games that I've ever played. I've played that probably about 2 years ago. It was absolutely phenomenal. Indie game. I think a lot of people got it confused with the Outer Worlds, which apparently was shit and I never played, but the Outer Wilds, or not even it's just Outer Wilds. Like I said, one of the greatest games I've ever played. It just the gameplay alone, but just the feeling of your existence in a universe and what sort of effect you have and on it, and what happens during, before, what happens after life, all that kind of stuff. It's a very impactful game. So if you guys want to experience something with, existential themes, I think that's one of the best examples I could think of, and personally one of the best ones I've ever experienced as far as video games go. Oh, you played it too? Yeah, it's a great game. You got the soundtrack on vinyl. those are probably all sold out, but I would like to have, you know, a little piece of something of that game just because of how great it was. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a real good one. I think the worst sin of this game is that only 5-8 hours, endure 5-8 hours, what comprised Ace Attorney, or even the Telltale games, minimum of endure 20 hours or more. I mean, but they're already scraping by. Like I said, there's so much of the content leading up to this just sort of felt meandering and filler-ish. If this was a longer game, could you even imagine like what could they have done? I mean, you could do a lot of things with these characters, but just with the team at hand, it doesn't seem like they knew exactly what they wanted to do outside of, you know, the setup and the very end. But did a reprint not too long ago. Most likely might do another. Well, that's good. I have to keep an eye out for it. But yeah, the everything about that game was fantastic, soundtrack included. So wish you had a good PC for Outer Wilds. Hear marvelous things about the game. I think it's available on consoles too. I'm not 100% positive. I mean, I played it off of Steam, but yeah, it's an excellent game. If you ever give an opportunity to play it, I would highly recommend it. Anyway, let's get back to this. I do think I'm going to go for Naomi. Sorry, Trish Fags. Oh, I can't say that on Twitch. Sorry, Trish fans. I didn't say anything before.
Naomi, I...
Oh, no. The background didn't fully render.
What do you want, Fang? From me?
What? Listen, Naomi...
Why the long face, Naomi?
I'm really, really sorry for everything. I can't believe what I said earlier. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be like this with you, ever. All of this stuff, it's just a lot. I feel like I'm drowning in everything, and I barely know how to tread water. And I know that's not an excuse to treat you like shit. I know
posture changed.
I've let things fall apart. I mean, I've made things fall apart. And now I'm trying to fix it. And I just don't know how. I've never been the glue before. Or like tried to hold things together at this scale. You're much better at this than I am.
I really am.
She looked incensed for a second there.
Yeah.
This is so messed up.
It is. Everything is insane right now.
I always had a lot to focus on. And this year feels like I've been desperately trying to fill the time with more and more. Anything to keep from thinking too hard.
Am I part of that?
When it comes to you, I can't stop thinking too hard. I don't know.
What do you need from me?
I need to reach the end of something before... I need to know what this is, Fang. Us.
A Fangus. Let's be more than friends, Naomi. I'm ready.
If it wasn't for you, I don't think I would have survived this year. Even when I didn't know it was you, you kept me grounded. You helped me achieve one of my oldest dreams. I'm done keeping you waiting. Whatever time we have left, I want to spend it with you. I want to be here with you. I want to face it all together. If you still want that.
I want it.
Oh my god, interlocking fingers? They're serious.
Nasser is gonna be insufferable about this.
Oh, it's going to be a spectacle.
Is he gonna watch? Oh no. Nazar, no, that's your sister. I know how lewd they hold hands. Oh, we get to do Trish anyway. Oh, that's a shame. I'm a little. I mean, I know this isn't supposed to be like a dating VN or anything like that, but I'm a little disappointed that you can't. I mean, it could have just been one scene, and you could probably find a way to work around. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like you work on your friendships, and it's like outside of Nazar, because that'd be weird. But you could develop a further relationship with somebody. It would have been nice to have like a more intimate connection with any of the characters that you've developed, strong enough that they're in that inner circle right there. If you had the chance to hook up with Reed, I would have done that over Naomi, even if Naomi was the secret admirer. But yeah, I think Naomi is just like the only one. It's like once they had that storyline in the place, they were like, can't do it with anybody else. But well, I know that was the intention at the beginning of it. I saw the interview. It started out as a dating visual novel, but that all went out the window before even the major overhaul. That happened a few years ago when they hired the lead writer. I'm pretty sure they just decided against that because they thought it'd be too complex. So at least that's what they said. I guess they could be spinning the truth there, and they could have reworked the whole dating situation like after the fact. But still, they interlocked their fingers too. But they couldn't even do a little peck, no little kiss on the cheek or nothing. Beach, render in, please. It's too blurry.
It's a nice night.
Couldn't say that more awkward if you tried.
Is that all you got right now?
Yeah, the rough draft is still coming together.
Don't be a bitch, Trish.
Listen, Trish, I'm sorry. I haven't been a good friend lately, or at all.
Gotta get dinner. All right, Alexis. Well, hopefully we'll see you back here before the end. I don't know how long that's going to take or when it's going to happen, but also 4-hour intense lesbian scene on the beach. I know. Why are they depriving us of this? I feel like we've earned it. This game cost $30. Could have given us a little something.
I've been doing whatever I want and ignoring what you want, and with everything that's happening with you and Rosa and bug stuff and the future, I think I'm scared that you just don't want me around anymore. And I miss you.
I haven't gone anywhere.
It feels like you have, though. Or that you're about to. Like you're about to disappear if I don't hold on tight. And I think that makes me hold on a little too tight.
A little?
Okay, a lot. But still.
Well, you're right. I don't want you around.
I need you around.
Dude. You're my best friend.
Biggest cliche.
Wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I want to be able to share that with you. We don't have to love the same things. We still love each other, right?
But you weren't sharing stuff with me, though. You were sharing it with Rosa and leaving the band. What?
Dude, if you had gotten your Caldera Fest brainworms out of there for like 1 second...
What the hell? The only one with brainworms is you, Trish.
Never mind. Listen, when have I ever not shared stuff with you? You and Rita are constantly telling me that I know too much about arthropods and need to talk less about the mechanics of worm mating.
That's just your autistic ramblings.
Okay, fair. But I don't know. It just felt like there wasn't any room for me in your life the more into it you got. And when you said you wanted out of the band, that felt like it was just the final nail in the coffin.
I will always have room for you, dumbass.
Thanks, bitch.
Worms forever.
Worms forever.
We've already seen. Oh no, they hugged. Just hooked up with Naomi. Make sure she doesn't see that. We've seen that hand holding is about as intense as we can get here. It's like the biggest sign of affection. No conversation with Rosa. We didn't even get an option. Fang, why do you smell like sweat and sex and also Naomi?
Huh?
You know what? Fuck Caldera Fest. We'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go out,
Blackjack
we're
and
gonna
hookers.
go out with the show of the century. All of us. The 8 members of Worm Drama. Hey, if you guys want to.
Fang, that was incredibly cringe. And I love you.
Raging against the meteor. I like it.
I am the obvious choice for Hype Man MC.
Can't roll the end credits without a closing track, right?
Let's melt some faces. And skulls. Brains!
Wait! Don't we need, like, a place?
Shit, you're right. We need a venue. No Lava Java.
Wait a sec.
I was gonna say, you could just go down the roof. You like the Beatles. What is that? That means nothing to me.
Mr. President.
Oh.
Hold on. One more speech. Before this year, I had all these plans. And when my future became a maybe, I held on so hard. Too hard. I'm sorry. I kind of freaked out, and I guess I wanted to say,
we know.
Who needs a future when all my friends are in the present? Oh, one more thing. Since we've been inducted into the band, we need to do a pre-show ritual, don't we?
Naomi.
You worked so hard on that. We can't.
It's time to let go. I'm here now, with you. And I can't think of any better tribute for the worm gods of music.
We should have seen her working on the yearbook a little bit more. I know there was the photo segment, but...
I vote yes.
I don't think this is a voting type situation.
I mean, it does kind of belong to all of us. Or it was supposed to.
It does. You did a great job.
So, what do you say, Faye?
It didn't look like she was over the fire. They just dropped it in the sand. Truly, this is goodbye, Volcano High. Was it going off of my initial decision at the beginning of the game? Or does it not matter? If I chose to hold on, I don't even know. I probably would have blacked out the option at the beginning. But if I chose to hold on, would she just like run off with it? No, you can't take this from me. front-facing Snoot.
48 hours to do all this.
Good morning, worm drama. Yo. At the end of everything, hold on to anything. Exactly. Including Naomi's yearbook. I'm in a band. Winky star emojis. Hello from the room literally across from you. Sup, worms. Let's go. Good morning. Blush, cookie, star. Okay, so Caldera Fest. So you got the spreadsheet I sent? Everyone knows their tasks? Question mark? Oh, Reed, I need your email. Sorry, you're breaking up. That doesn't work on text, dude. LMAO. Lamau. Reed, you're on equipment with me. Gotta pick up from Lava Java. Roger that. Okay, great. Caldera Fest, we got this. I feel like we need an official starting word. Like start. Spaghetti. Shut up, Reed. Now I know what I'm having for dinner tonight. Focus, people. Give us the signal, Fang. Kick us off with good energy. Go. 48 hours. You're forced to do the dungeon to save your friends. Yeah, let's mosey. That should have been an option. Nice little reference it would have been, yeah. I hope we don't have to do another L&L. I really don't. But when I did the first one, I was told that there would be 3 more, and we've only done 2, so I'm thinking there probably is. Lol. Hey. If you're not too busy with Caldera Fest stuff, do you want to go out later? Tonight, I mean. Hell yeah. Yes. Okay, yay. Might have a little surprise plan for you. Nothing big. It's gonna be Naomi lying naked in a living room with nothing but petals surrounding her. But I think you'll like it. Star eye heart emoji. Hey, Wormlord. Want to come over later? Duh. You already made plans. When, though? I just made plans with Naomi. I see how it is. Leaving me for the newer, cuter model. Oh, God. Don't say things like that. Yep, I'm trading you in. Hang after we get the venue secured? Absolutely. See you later, nerd. I'm not reading all that. Okay, I will. It's like blush, wink, heart, star, crown, rock, hand, wink? Oh, it's another wink, yeah. Music notes, peach. I don't know what that all means. Some sort of code.
Looks like that's the last of it.
Wouldn't understand. It's a dino
You're
thing.
really gonna do your own Caldera Fest, huh?
Why, is that stupid? Are you judging me?
Yeah. I mean, is that a dumb idea? Do you think?
Dumb? Probably a total waste of time. For sure. That's why it's awesome.
What is time anymore?
Now is the perfect time for a concert. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
LJ. Do you want to come to Caldera Fest?
I think it like registers me as having hesitation, but sometimes like the analog stick doesn't push in as far as it does. And yeah, maybe that's because I'm using a single hand instead of bracing the controller with both hands. I don't know. And I'm like lazily pushing the left analog stick to the left or right because there's nothing else engaging going on that I should be holding the controller for. But still, it's not my fault. Shouldn't hold it against me. We haven't been reading Twitter in a while. Well, we read all that, I guess. I think we read that. Wait, what do you mean this isn't a joke? Log off the school account, babe. Is anyone else kind of relieved? Wait, what? I seem to be missing something. Mind your business. They're having a sale. Oh, wait, no. Oh, you're supposed to read it like down, maybe. I always thought we were reading up. Can't believe we lost the 50-50 of the Meteor. Mark my words says, are you still playing those damn gotcha games during the fucking end of the world? And Bobasaur replies, mind your business. They're having a sale. But not free. You know, if there was like a 100% guarantee that the world was going to end, would people even bother with sales? I just say, like, I don't think people would give anything away for free, but I don't think they'd just even like have a say. End of the world sale happening now.
I mean,
Just pretend like
our
it's not
version of it.
happening.
Front row, kid.
Cool.
Thanks, LJ. What makes you think that you can choose? I do think that it's part of that hesitation gimmick, because sometimes the left analog stick like doesn't click in right where I'm pushing it, and it might be me, but I don't know. It could be the game too. Progress check. Killing it, obv. Snacks are underway. All good here. Read WBU. Rock on emoji. Lol. We got equipment from LJ. Awesome. I finished the itinerary. Once everything is at the venue, we can start setup proper. Amazing. Rosa and I are on the roof getting all the plants arranged. Yeah, WBU would be what about you? I helped with Naomi's part, kind of. She did most of it. Ah, we're really doing this. Is that Reed's van? Did he get the van back?
Ugh.
A Bogo's
I
Vintage shirt?
hate this.
Hey, sounds like everything's totally chill in here.
I'm fine. Go away.
I'm fine. I just hate all my clothes.
All of them? Because that's a lot of hate.
What, the Bogo's
All
Vintage
of
shirt?
them.
Take him off, Fang, if you hate him so much.
Oh my god. She told you.
So, what's the plan? You gonna kiss Naomi?
Lewd.
Out. Out. Whoa.
The surprise was a picnic.
I also wasn't sure what you'd like, so I have 2 different kinds of juice, and I probably brought way too many snacks. Wait, do you like beetle rolls?
You can see cleavage there. It's the first time we've seen any on Fang. Nazar, you weirdo, thinking about your sister like that. I know, kissing other girls. Yeah. Fang wants the Naosi.
I know some people are allergic.
No, they're great. This is all so great.
Okay, good. Now, so you don't have to wear it, and it's totally cool if you don't. But we kept talking about your songs, and it just inspired me to make this outfit. But I know you probably want to wear your own thing for the show, but just in case. Anyway, I made you an outfit, but like, yeah, that's a surprise.
Can I see it? No.
Can I see it?
What the hell is that? Is that a sailor uniform?
I mean, some of the stitches are crooked. I was trying to finish it in time. Do you like it?
Naomi, it's amazing.
Let me do the talking, Fang. No, I hate it. Nazar, you weirdo, think about your sister like that. Nazar knows what Fang is, a girl kisser. Dirty girl kisser, gross. Yeah, Naomi seems to like cosplay, which I think is a little bit on the weird side. I wouldn't have pegged her for that, but we saw her reveal it in those texts. I am curious to see how it looks on Fang, but I am also curious to see what Fang wears. If she decides to wear her own stuff, it would be so... it'd be messed up at this point to say, yeah, it's great, Naomi, it really is, but yeah, I just would rather wear my own stuff. What are we thinking? I'm asking chat now. Should I wear her outfit? Be nice to Naomi? A girl kissing another girl is kind of gay. Just a little bit. But be good or have dignity. Well, we don't know what Fang wants. Oh, it would be nice. It would be absolutely fantastic if there were safe states, but there isn't. If we want to see the other option, if there even is, at the end of the world, dignity doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, they should just go up there with nothing, no clothes. That way everybody wins, loses. All right, well, the only person that gave me an answer said be nice, so...
I am absolutely wearing this on stage.
All right, we got another one for wearing on stage.
I'm glad
Wear
you like
the
it.
Naomi outfit.
I really do. It's maybe the nicest gift someone has ever given me.
No, take her hand. You loser. Look at that hand. Oh my God, blur that out.
This is nice.
It is.
I guess something good came out of this terrible year.
It did. No thanks to the meteor.
So, oh, I told my parents about you.
You did?
They were happy, but got all weird and formal about it. My dad actually used the term paramour. And my mom opened a bottle of sparkling rhubarb wine. Maybe you can meet them sometime.
I'd like that.
Someday. But not today. Wish I had a guitar. What is she thinking? What are you thinking about?
So, can I ask you what you're thinking about? Is that annoying?
No. I mean, it's not annoying. I was just thinking about tomorrow. It's gonna be so cool to put on our own show.
Not thinking about the here and now? Not thinking about those
No.
tarot lips?
I think this is the best spot in the whole city. Even better than Lava Java.
That tongue writhing all over you?
Java's pretty special. Especially with you on stage.
Thanks. You too.
God.
Huh?
So awkward.
I meant it was special playing up there. Playing for you.
Oh, our song! We never finished it.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. Wanna take a stab at it?
Sure.
What an awkward layout. Totally meet her parents. Not like the world is about to end. That's what I was thinking. It's like Naomi's like saying it, putting it off. Like, oh, maybe someday you'll meet them. Probably should be sooner than later, I think. You know, especially if you already outed yourself and everything. Might as well. Mom busted out the wine already. Won't sit around and let the world go by. We won't back down. Fear in our eyes. Gonna take a breath. Hold our head up high.
We're gonna take a breath, hold our head up high.
Didn't I select these before? I wanted the one that like crammed as many lyrics into the verse as possible. Won't sit around, let the world go by.
We won't back down, fear in our eyes.
I didn't like that one.
We won't sit around, let the world go by. We're gonna take a breath, hold our head up high.
Making the part of when Fang and Anon do a sing through Snoot Game. What? Is there some sort of sing-along I missed? Fire falls from on high when the end of times crystallize. And in the love we have internalized. Let's do that now.
And in the love we have internalized.
Where do these pink circles start coming from? They're going to stand. We won't comply. We will not comply.
With everything we've got, we gotta try. We're gonna take control, won't say goodbye.
Now we got to do that one. Love particles. They're emanating from them. That we got goodbye and hi. We just need a volcano somewhere. We're never going to go down. They're going to go down eventually. Never going to grow up. Never going to... Yeah, where's never going to give you up? Where can we do the Rickroll ending? Never going to forget.
We're never gonna forget. We're never gonna go down. We're never gonna grow up.
Because you won't get the chance. You're going to be blown up.
We're never gonna forget.
I don't know. Good enough.
You like it?
It's perfect.
What do we unlock? Show me. Holy shit. When did that happen? Wait a second. Is this like future premonition? It's a nice illustration, but to as many of these nights as we can get. But when did this happen? Clearly it didn't happen right now. It's a nice outfit she's got. Both of them got some... Look at that sheer on Naomi. Fully exposed back. Yeah, did that happen? I don't know. Yeah, the 2D art is nicer, even if it's just, still images, but that's probably because, they don't have to actually put it in any motion. I just cancel that. Whatever. It's not what I meant. There is a lot of spaces for photos. Look at that. Apparently, we're near the end of the game. I haven't unlocked most of these. I feel like I'm missing out on content. Although the game has flipped out on me several times. I feel like I'm not to blame.
Hey.
Hey.
Fang in her Splatoon shirt.
How's it going?
You good?
Fang wakes up in the hospital with no legs. What?
Well, actually, no. That's not true. I just got a call from Mom and Dad.
Okay.
They're still stuck. Everywhere's a no-fly zone, apparently. Something about falling debris and keeping the skies clear.
Okay. So when will they...
Isn't there just like one falling debris that they have to worry about?
They don't know. Like, no one knows. Because I guess they might not ever. I don't know. It's bad. So...
Shh. Cry.
Yeah.
Dry your eyes. Stop crying.
I'll be in the living room if you need me.
Hey, I hope you don't mind that I used your shampoo.
Oh my God, she stayed the night. We know those implications. Not know the meme of the theory of anime with Captain Tsubasa. Oh, okay. All right, I get what you're referencing.
Fang? Fang, what's wrong?
Nazar just walked away crying.
Coming home, and planes aren't flying. And I might never see them again.
Wait a second. Aren't they pterodactyls? Can't they just fly themselves? Exactly. Just use your wings.
Wow. I'm so sorry, Fang. Gosh, I fully expected your mom and dad to be at Seafest, like, I don't know, telling us we're too loud or something.
Or that my armpits are showing. Remember that?
Oh,
I wish I could just melt my brain.
Quentin's,
for
welcome
today.
back.
I guess all I can do is just focus on the concert.
Melt brain.
Is that happening right now, Reed?
Is he okay?
I think he's having a moment.
I like Fang with bags under her eyes. That look, they didn't even show her teeth. She just had the flesh fangs. That looked good. Oh look, we finally get to see Fang flying. Reed was gonna eat all of those sparklers. No, they could rest. Too long a flight. Her parents could like fly a mile and then have a little break. What are you doing? Yeah, the 2D art, it really allows them to break away from the mold of the spine 2D. So, honestly, even if it was just still segments like that, it would have been a lot nicer if they had, interjected a handful of more scenes where it was just stuff with a little bit more expression. But, oh well, I guess. We'll get some new tweets. Is it getting hot in here or is it just me? Smulders, girl, read the room. I think this Claire has said that like several times. You gotta like come up with something different. No, don't die under a meteor. You're so sexy. 2D images are best than that Berserk 2016 animation. It's not that bad, usually. I think it mostly is just the glitches that are the worst aspect of it. But I mean, the images themselves are whatever. It's just that they're not as expressive as they potentially could be.
It sucks that the end of the world is so pretty.
Right? It's hard to feel like everything's gonna be gone when it looks so beautiful right now.
Reed socks.
I love you guys.
Love you
Expected
too.
more holes, to be honest.
You too.
They should be on the roof instead of on her bed. It's a little weird.
I think you should put them in front. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, accessible stuff's always off to the side. Yeah, it sucks. Mm-hmm. Hey, Stella, one sec. I gotta pick her up in a bit. You good to get to school?
Yeah, Reed's gonna be here soon.
Okay, great. Sorry, I know I promised breakfast, but I think... No, Fang. Yeah, mm-hmm.
I got it.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm still here.
Put the phone down, put it on hold.
Oh my god!
Oh god, that logo. It's cut off.
Wait, that's...
Oh no!
You did it! You actually did it!
Yeah.
The end of the snoot isn't
kinda
there.
Messed up the... Yeah, you barely notice.
Oh, it's way more memorable like this.
I mean, your design is doing all the work. But I guess all the
Not really.
scribbling for L&L paid off.
Will you get in the van before the world ends, please?
I'm admiring art.
Unbelievable.
Polyamorous thing with Rosa and Stella.
No respect for your craft.
What, Nazar? Oh. God, I hope not. They couldn't center that logo just a little bit better. I know we picked the longer one, but that's not my fault. It looks so bad. One of the circular ones that had maybe like a more of a 4:3 or even a 1:1 ratio probably would have looked a little better. People lining up. They actually came. Look how colorful all these losers are. What the hell is that? That's Fang? Oh no. Oh hey, it's all the extras, which are apparently based off of some of the dev team, I guess. Game can't handle the PNG antics. 1 centimeter moves and the game crashes. Fang put on a wig. She's wearing the Naomi outfit, but I don't know. Maybe it's maybe she just dyed her hair, but it looks like a wig. She looks like a stripper or something. I just hope that when it hits, it's quick. Tom. Well, this time I think it's for real, so over. This guy's like right in the... He's more in focus than this dude. I can't select that one. MySpace Tom. Morgan, the meteor better wait till the concert's over. IS2G. Marty. There's literally like a week left in existence. You turds are still spoiling TV show finales on here. Let me have one thing. Stop looking at Twitter. Aw, this is like the best looking one. People scoped her out as soon as they showed this image. She doesn't get it. She didn't get her tweeter. Saturday. Do you think we'll be able to see it coming? The purple chick, the one I was highlighting, this one right here. I see Abby in the background. Abby, that raptor that kind of looks like a not Fang. Yeah, her. Yeah. She looked the best, I think, out of everybody here. Never see it coming. Never let them know your next move. Sam, why do we insist on posting when there's a situation? Look at this fat one here.
This fat son of a bitch, he's fat!
Alexis, do not go gently. Can't believe they didn't put Susie in here. He probably could have gotten away with it. Damon, maybe if we try hard enough, we can post our way out of this. This guy's literally in tears over here, this pink one. Chris, I'm only outside because they shut down the last Fairy Tale 13 servers. Oh, if it was up to me, I'd be raiding until the meteor hit me personally. Really? They're shutting down servers at a time like this? Can't believe it. Corporations. Danny, if I have to die on impact, I'm going to die looking cute. Mel, can't have shit in Pangea. Oh God, we gotta use the fat drop again. I'm not gonna overuse it. Noor, being out here is better than wallowing in my room, I guess. Should have stayed. Nick, we're not trapped under the meteor. The meteor is trapped here with us. That's what everybody came for. They didn't come for a concert. Did we read this one? Oh, yeah, we did. Anybody else? Any hidden ones? Fran, at least I'm here with you. I don't know if we saw that. There was a little... We've seen that there's been, like... In some of these sequences, there's been a couple that... Sometimes they've hide one way in the distance, but I don't think it's going to be the case here. Get the ass on that one, Jesus Christ. All right, I think that's it. Unfortunately. Oh God. Did you have to go all out, Fang?
Ready to fight God?
Hi! Oh my gosh, you look amazing.
Don't flatter her.
I'd be scared of you if we weren't already friends.
You're so hot!
How are you feeling?
Big-ish.
Big, big.
Yeah, it's packed out there.
I mean, that's what we
You
wanted.
got a little bustier in that. Naomi knows what's up. Look, you could actually see like a curvature of some breast as opposed to Fang's usual outfit. Ready to fight God. We have some tea now. I think a Persian cat looks more cute. I guess it's a reference to the L&L campaign. It would be my assumption, but otherwise I don't know why they're fighting God.
Hey, did I rope you all into this? Did I make it all about me?
Fang,
My
please.
show?
Our show.
Wish Mom was here.
We're streaming this. They'll see it.
I think I need to call them. Nasser, can you?
On it.
She hasn't talked to them in weeks. Okay, the last time they had a little PC conversation.
Mom, not now, please.
Look wonderful. Very grown up. Very cool. This is a wonderful thing you are doing. Patricia, hello. Oh, look at you all.
Hi.
Oh, her full name is
I'm
Patricia.
sorry. It's time for the show to start.
Right. I have to go out first then. Gotta work the crowd.
It makes sense, but you know, given her somewhat obvious backgrounds, you would have thought it would have been like Trishnikwa or something.
Mom, Dad, we gotta go.
Love you.
Don't go, Mom.
Stay on the computer, okay?
Play a good show, okay? We'll be here, right here.
Whew, okay, here we go.
Bang! We each have something for you. For good luck.
Oh, it's her bracelet.
Fang, for luck, I bestow upon you my most treasured, my most lucky, my most plastic gazpacho.
Thanks, Sage.
Oh, Sage. Thank you. I can't bring this on stage, though.
Oh, that's okay. I'll hold it for you. But the luck will be right here if you need it.
It's still mine.
Gazpacho.
Want to see what the cards have in store for you out there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now a bit saucy there. Which one? Left, right, or middle? Middle? Okay. I'm going with the first thing I see.
Oh, I knew you'd get that card.
Whoa.
Wheel of
Yep, I rigged
Fortune. Oh,
Hey, we're taking charge of our own destiny here.
probably all would
The
have been the
Wheel
same
of Fortune
thing.
is about the cycle of life and, like, continuous evolution. We've reached the biggest turning point in our lives. And everything going on right now, it's hard. This was supposed to be us celebrating the rest of our lives, and we probably won't get to see it. But just like the wheel, the world keeps turning, and life, finds a way. You helped us realize that, Fang.
I get
You
that
held tight to the
reference.
here and now and kept us from spiraling out of control. We wouldn't all be here without you.
Stella,
Shh. Just take the card.
My turn now.
Wagon weird cosplay thing must be burning inside. Give the girl water. She's got to have something. Usually performers have something on stage, I would imagine. Bring it in, Reed.
+1 to charisma.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I feel it.
Come here, dude. One more for the road.
Oh. Thought we were gonna go in for a big old gross trigger hug.
Wait! Ugh, now I'm fully powered up.
Sage sliding into frame. We ready? We doing this?
It's time to end this once and for all.
Hello, Caldera Bay. How are we feeling tonight? Welcome to the finest concert you've ever seen. I know you're all dying to see worm drama right now. Am I right?
Got booed off the stage.
Who's ready for some music?
That wasn't me, by the way. It was completely chat. I will give credit to Danger Mouse on that one.
For real though, thanks so much for coming out to our little show. It really means a lot to us. We live in a strange world. But right here, tonight, maybe it's ours. Now, while I have you here, I've prepared some spoken word poetry. Just fucking with you. I give you word drama!
Do I get to play? Or do I just get to watch? Am I gonna get cucked out of the final game sequence? That's fine. The frozen PNG. That looks fine. They're just, it's like a camera focus, like a camera pan. Oh, I get to play it. Nice. Hey, I recognize that one. I'll have to rewatch that again. There was a lot of great images in there, yeah.
Fucking thing sucks!
Come on. Come on.
Thank you. Our next song is about going home.
Oh, God. That was the meteor. Okay. It does not approve of this. I would have liked it if they'd done more unique images for Fang's parents there. That was clearly just the one that they had with hands put in front of them. Look at those wings. Credits? Yes, so there we go. Okay, that was a good place to end. I hate to step over the music, but we usually, at least on this stream, review the game while the credits are playing. Being serious, the game was a rhythm game with visual novel parts. I think it was going to have better reception. I don't know, just the bass line with anthro dinosaurs, I think would have turned off a lot of people from the get-go. Also, does the meteor hit or what? I'm assuming unless there's a post-credit scene that shows exactly what happens, that it's going to be left up in the air, which is something I figured they were going to do. So maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. That's up to you, the audience. But I mean, I'm fine with that. That's fine. They don't need to show me, if it actually hits or not. I don't need to see it. I guess if we're applying real world principles to this, obviously the dinosaurs did die out because of a meteor strike, but they went through a harsh and horrible winter. We could just pretend that this is the Dinosaurs sitcom series. Yeah, exactly. Yep, we made the exact same point. Oh, some people did the multiple voices. That's interesting. You're looking at the cast, and people were telling me that this was a fairly well-known cast. I know Allegra Clark. I don't know that I know any of these other people, though. As a Snoot Game fan, honestly, I have great expectations about this game after all the... I'm not too sure what that word is, and all of that. First you hate it, but now it's okay, so matters... No matters anyway, doesn't matter anyway. Okay. I guess I get what you're saying there. I'll admit it, yeah, it was getting hitting a little hard at the very end there with the last little concert. But yeah, it was all kind of welling up. I definitely do feel like the last, how long have we been playing here? Probably about 2 hours. Stream's been going on for about 2:30, but we were kind of like pausing in between a lot of sequences, so I'm gonna shave off 30 minutes. But yeah, I think the last part was probably a lot more well put together. We already explained our reasoning behind that, but I'm sure co-op had a much more concrete plan about how the game was going to end, as opposed to what was going to fill it up, what kind of content they had. We talk about the game only being like 5 hours or so. We were taking the piss out of it and shooting the shit for so long. So the last stream ended up being like 7 hours, and this one ended up being 2. So like 9-10 hour game, something like that, with all that put together. Maybe it would have been more closer to 6-7 hours without that, but you're not paying full price for a game. I beat Uncharted, the original Uncharted, in 8 hours. That was a full $50 game back then. I felt ripped off, but all the same, this game didn't have like a ton of content to it. I do see that there's some potential for replay value. Like I made a comment on, there was all that photo space for things that I missed. So we could potentially go through it again, try out some different options, see if we could develop some relationships with some of the other characters a little bit further. But it's a damn shame they just don't have like multiple save slots or anything like that. I guess I could do with what I've done with other games, like Bloodborne. I could, if I have PlayStation Plus, I could cloud save. And I could, anytime there's a decision or an impasse that I come to, I could do a cloud save and then play, and then shit, I don't like that one, or I get what I want out of it, and then I just reload that cloud save up. So, I mean, that's a potential option right there. But other than that, yeah, it's don't really have a whole lot of things here as far as making this a bit more expedient. So it does kind of suck. I'm sure that a lot of the decisions that you can make probably don't affect that much. I have heard some people make some complaints about, well, I saw, so-and-so play this game and they chose something different than what I chose, and, the exact same thing happened. So unfortunately, that's just probably how it's going to be for most of it, and there's probably not going to be a whole lot of differences. But there, like we said, there were sequences at the end there. We had the options to talk to Nazir and Reed, and, Nazir was blocked out, and for whatever reason, Rosa didn't show up at all. That might have changed. So there was probably other elements, at least near the end of the game, that we could have potentially built up to a little bit better, or at least had some alternative choices there. So I'm sure that there are some things that make a bit of a difference when you're playing through the game, some of the decisions that you make, but it's, it's not going to be anything earth-shattering, so to speak. No pun intended. Also, the game exists. Well, Snoot's still there. I'm going to take it. Going to have Wani. I think this game, it's that thanks to them, you have other games. There's this whole, I don't really want to get into it because that wasn't my goal here, but there's this whole mentality with a lot of people with Snoot Game and with Goodbye Volcano High. And it's like, I wasn't even going to really mention it all that much, but when this game initially came out, or was revealed, I should say, in 2020, 3 years ago, a lot of people thought it looked like shit, or just passed over it and said, whatever, some weird game, I'll forget about it. And a lot of people did. But there was a small group of people on a certain basket weaving forum that thought, hey, you know what? I like the designs of those characters. Whatever sort of story they're doing with this, with the whole non-binary thing and, making statements and doing all sorts of, progressive content. We can make our own game with these characters. We could do something better. So that prompted some people to get together, and they made, you could call it a fan game if you want, but like sort of an offshoot of this, using the same character designs as what was presented in Goodbye Volcano High. And they came out with Snoot Game. It was a game that came out a couple of years ago when it got finalized and everything, but it developed a pretty substantial fan base for, a bunch of random people just getting together off of this forum and creating something. And they did a pretty good job with it. In some ways, I would say it's superior to this one, particularly with the story and with some of the characterizations. Although some of the characters that they used didn't really get a whole lot of time to shine in those games, but or in that game. But at least with some of the bonus chapters and stuff, you get a little bit more fleshed out. But that came over time. Anyway, that being said, we don't need to get into the whole history of it, but Snoot Game is kind of its own thing. It's based off, the characters that were presented in Goodbye Volcano High, but it really is its own thing. In my mind, it's completely separated. But in the minds of a lot of other people, just because there's been like this back and forth, and the developers of Goodbye Volcano High co-op has, taken to trying to come up with these potentially hit pieces with Kotaku and, striking back at like Snoot Game fans, and then Snoot Game fans get all up in an uproar. So there's been this division and this split, and it's like people that's like, have this mentality of it's us against them. Went into this game not even thinking that. It's like I get why it's there, and I get why people get a little bit heated over the issue, but it's really not. It doesn't affect me in any sort of way. These games are completely separate, in my opinion. They use the same character designs, but otherwise, I don't conflate them with each other. And I just, yeah, it sucks that co-op does some shit, but some stuff that not Caveman, because Caveman really hasn't done anything. I mean, apparently they've tried to extend an olive branch of sorts and have some sort of communication with co-op, which co-op was rejected. But kind of like the fans on Snoot Game side and in some small circles, they strike back, and boy, they are vicious sometimes with it. So it's like at the same time, I kind of can't blame co-op in some ways for the way they react to things. But this whole us against them thing, it's never something that's really set well with me. I don't feel like, even if I am originally a fan more of like Snoot Game, or, I'm more side with that community as opposed to the GVH community, I've never felt in a position where I'm like, yeah, fuck these guys, co-op. Who do they think they are? Making this game and stuff. For Snoot Game wouldn't exist without this game. Let me just say that much. So it's like, you can't really, I can't hate on them too much. Even if, like I said, some of the stuff that they've done was a little bit shitty, it doesn't necessarily mean that, anything that comes from this game, Goodbye Volcano High, is completely deplorable and, should be cast aside or whatever. I just don't see that being the case. So I don't really have any harsh feelings against co-op or this game in particular. In my mind, even if there are some aspects that are a lot better in Snoot Game, or, there are some aspects of Goodbye Volcano High that are better than Snoot Game. It doesn't mean that I'm placing them one against each other, or, I would just went out to play this game just to mock it. I didn't. It might have come across that way in some segments, because like I said, we're taking the piss out of it while we're playing it, but I do that with every game. It wasn't like this one specifically. I didn't come to play this to, mock the shit out of it or anything. Some stuff is just funny. So this is how it goes. Exactly, Danger Mouse. Some of us just like dinos. I wish Coop wouldn't just paint us all Snoot fans as evil. I mean, yeah, but are we speaking for all of them? Because, I mean, I'm sure not all of them feel like that. It might just be their PR, the upper heads of that. But imagine if Coop and Caveman join forces, the possibilities. Well, they'd certainly have a better writing staff on hand. I'm sure about that. This new game is 6.4 out of 10. GVH is a 4.8. In the end, we just like different things, but in the end, nothing changes the other game. Yeah, they're both separate. Snoot Games, you have the Snoot Game fans, I should say, you have the Snoot Game, and, GVH fans, you got this, Goodbye Volcano High. It's not bygones be bygones, really. At this point, both games are already out. And then, as unfortunate as it will be, these games will both likely be forgotten over time. Caveman and we'll move on to bigger, better things, hopefully. They're doing their Wani game and Exit and all that stuff, and co-op will do the same, unless they decide to do a sequel at some point, but somehow I doubt that. But, I mean, who cares? I don't, this whole tribal mentality was never been for me, and it's never been something that I've, felt like I was going into any of these games, either one, thinking like one was going to be better than the other or anything like that. It's just that they exist. And that's how it is. Human on female anthro tribe versus the dino love tribe. Does it boil down to that? Maybe it does. I guess Anon is a big factor in Snoot, isn't he? That being said, I enjoyed this game quite a bit. And like we talked about yesterday, I do think a lot of that was partly because interacting with the community. It's a little more quiet today, but that's all right. But yeah, just interacting with you guys made it a blast. I loved having the conversation. We could, point out the weird little things or, have fun with what we had fun with. So I do think a big factor of it was because of that. This game still needed some polish. I I had some pretty big fears when I saw some of the clips from the demos that came out earlier this year, the 2 of them. And I wasn't going to play them because I didn't want to spoil myself. Because usually when I go into a game, regardless of what it is, oh God, don't scare me like that. But when we get in, when we had seen those trailers and I had seen some of the clips that came out of them, I'm like, oh no, this is going to be a disaster. And looking at the finished product, it wasn't as bad as it was. In particular, I noticed some of the lines that I had picked up on, such as the audition line. We had, I had those plenty of times. These ones.
Time to for Battle of the Bands.
Okay, yeah, we're all getting them all out of the way now.
Time to assemble.
Thank you. Yes. Anyway, also you legit got bad teary-eyed at the end there, which is rare. I mean, if you've been in this community as long as I have, which I feel like I'm still one of the newbies, you kind of have these characters entangled in your brain. It's a little hard to, say goodbye after all this time, especially when there's a world-ending threat that could potentially happen. You love the audition part was a meme, so instantly that everybody has that neuron connection. Yeah, basically. Kind of feel bad for the developer thing, which was in serious shit. This game had been restarted apparently several times. 6 years to make, and I'm sure it wouldn't have taken that long had they not restarted everything from scratch. But that's just how it goes. But anyway, what I was getting at was like seeing those clips from the demos that had come out. It looked really rough. Those lines included, like a lot of the voice acting felt stitched together. The final product, they did it better. And apparently those were like older builds of the games that they made the demos out of. So somehow, for some reason, they couldn't change those. It didn't lead to having a good first impression, though. I was expecting the worst, to be quite honest. But at the end of the day, the final product of this game, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. A lot of the dialogue worked absolutely fine. It all flowed. Some of the biggest problems were sometimes they just cut the dialogue off too early, or there was like old voice lines or something that leaked into the current ones. That was probably the most consistent thing, but I think as far as the performances go, they all felt fluent and they flowed together, so it was a step up. I would say all the voice acting was competent. I don't know that there was anybody like I would think of standouts, but it was all believable as far as the characters go. The only one, and it's a damn shame, was Fang. And maybe it's because they hired a newbie in terms of the voice acting world to, be the lead. But a lot of times companies will do that just to save money. I mean, I know they did it because of the whole non-binary thing. I don't know if that was like the full reasoning as to why they chose this girl to the voice. But she was a little rough around the edges for a lot of it. Wooden, I think, is what most people used to describe it, and that was an unfortunate fact of what it was. I half wonder if, like, maybe she got a little bit better at some point, because there were some points in this game where it seemed like there might have been some ADR, some additional dialogue recording. I keep pointing to the scene where she's looking for stuff under her bed, and she sounds much more competent as like a voice actor. You can make this kind of comparison, like when you're watching The Simpsons. You have your main cast, your Hank Azaria, Dan Castellaneta, Harry Shearer. They all sound like characters, and they're all believable within that world. When you have a guest star walk in, and they do a voice, you immediately know that it's a guest star, and it's not like an impersonation or impression that one of the other veteran voice actors is doing. And if it is, you could tell that it is right off the bat. So it's that like quality when someone doesn't know how to voice act. They don't have that certain charm or charisma in their voice, and it just makes them sound stiff and weird and out of place for the setting, especially when it's a cartoon. And that was an unfortunate case with Fang's VA. She just needed a little bit more work, and I wonder if maybe she got a little bit more used to it or got some additional coaching at some point, because she did sound better in some spots. but not for the majority of it. Overall, it wasn't terrible, though. It's not like she was taking me out of the game the entirety of the time, but it's just one of those things. Solid voice acting throughout. It would have been better if they had gotten someone a little bit more experienced for the lead role, but otherwise, what can you do? Visually, I thought the game looked fine. I mean, we had a lot of glitches. Scene transitions, you get used to it, but it happened a lot. I don't know if there's a way to fix that with Spine 2D, but that was the point that needed a lot of work. It's funny, the automatic thumbnail that came up for my previous stream of this for Twitch, it was like, let me just see if there's something we can do here. Continue, see what happens. Like the thumbnail. Oh, we're just back to this. For the previous stream that I did was on a broken frame where like Fang's hands are bent backwards. It didn't look good. And that happened a lot in just like split second moments, but it happened so frequently. You do get used to it, but you definitely needed some more polishing. I don't know how doable that is. I don't know. I don't think Spine 2D is an industry standard for anybody. So I'm not too sure if that's even something that you can fix given the state of the game. But yeah, that definitely needed a lot more work. And just the weird random pop-ins, all that kind of stuff. It was rough, but I'd say that's probably the worst aspect of the game. As a visual novel, I mean, I can't expect too much. I would have liked it if there was save states. I would have enjoyed it if there was some more interaction, I guess. You know, you get your dialogue choices here and there, but we were talking about the L&L segments. It would have been nice if you could have the illusion of choice and putting some character stats, even if they didn't affect anything. I would have liked something like that or some customization. You know, you get 2 opportunities where you can design like a poster and your logo, but you can't do anything else outside of that. It's kind of shitty. So the more gameplay aspects would have been fine. I can't expect a whole lot from a voiced visual novel, but yeah, it would have been preferable. Because, you know, we've seen a lot of other visual novels do something on a much grander scale, even if they are relatively cheap. But the game wasn't full price, so, you know, at least they thought not to charge us for $50, $60, $70. Yeah, would have sucked if that was the case. I still would have bought it, though, sadly. The best aspect of this game was the music, which I've already muted. But, yeah, it was good. All the tracks were great. All the playable tracks were great. Even some of the background music that was just happening, you know, in the game itself. You know, nothing too major, but it was enjoyable. So I didn't get a deluxe version. No soundtrack for me. I'm sure it's easily findable, but I would like to actually listen to the soundtrack for this game, completely isolated from the game itself. I don't do that with everything, but when there's a soundtrack that I like, yeah, I'll probably end up checking it out at some point. Reed and Trish looking into our souls, the best part of yesterday, where they were just like awkwardly facing away from Fang and staring at us. Yeah, that was pretty good. Do I think the game is worth $30? Yeah, I do. I think it's a $30 game. The deadpan camera stare, yeah, it was creepy. And I didn't even like realize it at first. It didn't quite register because they were like sort of out of focus and blurred out. But then like a couple sentences where Fang was talking go by, and then I'm like, oh, what's going on? Why are they staring at me? Oh, I'm not that excited for Wani, to be quite honest. I don't know if that's disappointing for anybody, but you could probably tell that I haven't like drawn a lot of those characters, so I don't know if that was a giveaway. I am sort of interested in seeing what Caveman does. I think I would probably like Exit a little bit better. It seems to jive with me a little bit more personally. That being said, I might give Wani a try. Exit 665, yeah. But that one seems like it's a lot further off down the road, and Wani's a little bit more immediate. Caveman and the developer of Snoot Game is coming out with another visual novel. This one actually being paid for, but apparently it's going to be a lot bigger. It looks like it's got a lot more production value into it. And it will be available on Steam. It's called I Wani Hug This Gator. Wani being W-A-N-I, the Japanese word for gator. Why that has some sort of connotation to the game, I have no clue, because it's about kids at an art school. But I wouldn't stream it. I don't think. I wouldn't even stream Snoot Game, just because I don't want to read everything. The only reason, if this game wasn't voiced, I probably wouldn't have streamed it either. Maybe. But it would have taken a lot of encouragement. I was expecting this game to be a lot shorter too. That was also part of it. But it ended up being a bit of a longer excursion than I was anticipating. But I would probably check out Wani. I don't think I would stream it though. It's just not something I would, I keep going back to saying like it took a lot for me to actually stream this one. It's not the kind of games I stream. You look back at my history, I'm usually like more action-oriented kind of stuff. It's a little bit more engaging, but yeah, visual novel stuff ain't exactly my streaming style. That being said, though, I'm sort of interested in seeing what they do with Wani. I don't know if I'd get it like at launch, but I would probably check it out. If I had like this huge surge of people telling me, "Oh, you got to stream Wani, it's so good," then maybe, but I doubt that's going to happen. So we shall see. But yeah, their other game, Exit, looks a little bit, like I said, more my speed. So it might be something that I take a look at some point. I don't know if I'd stream it, just because I don't know if it's actually going to be, along the same lines as being a visual novel. It looked like it had kind of more RPG action oriented elements, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, it looks, like I said, looks more Yick but Exit. Is that what we're calling it? I guess Nerd is a big Yick fan, isn't he? Don't know much about that game. There hasn't been too much released. There's like some character biography sheets that have been put up on one of their sites. And then, of course, if you're in the Snoot Game Discord server, they've got a little space carved out there for Exit. So sometimes they share some developer stuff there, but I think it's like few and far between. I do think it's full steam ahead with Wani right now. And I wouldn't say Exit has taken a back seat, but it definitely seems like they're not putting out as much for that, just because I do think that they're trying to finalize Wani and get that out as soon as possible. But it looks interesting, and I'll probably check it out at some point. If it does end up being a lot more RPG oriented, I might even stream it. We shall see. But no promises. But about Goodbye Volcano High, I don't think there's too much else I can add to it. We kind of talked about this game ad nauseum while it's been going on. Heavily flawed, but whether it's just the community or the connection that it has with Snoot, I don't know. I'd probably have to mull it over, but I enjoyed my time playing it. And yeah, it was worth the $30. Just hanging out with you guys and shooting the shit and taking the piss. It really was one of the better streams I think I've done. The whole 7-hour little deal that we had yesterday, that's already been put up on YouTube, so it will remain there. No worries about the Twitch VOD giving out. Yeah, well, I'm glad to have you guys here. I'm glad it was fun to watch. I'm glad we all had fun kind of experiencing it together, even though it seemed like most of us had either played it or had seen it played previously, but oh well. Thanks to me, have a new perspective from the game. Probably going to make a video short about all this thing. Well, that would be fun. This game still is not very big. I don't think it was ever going to perform all that well. So it would be nice to give it a little bit of attention. Just because of how much of a blast I was having with it yesterday in particular, but today was fun too. I was thinking about doing some little montage of clips. I haven't done one of those in a while. Putting that up on YouTube. We'll see. He had low hopes for the game. A bit better than he expected it to be, but isn't great. Watching you stream made it much more enjoyable. I think the community aspect of it, just having us all here and kind of all having a bit of a shared experience. You know, even if it was just a small portion of a much greater community, I think it made it a lot more enjoyable than it probably could have been. I was very hesitant about involving anybody on the community side, but if I was going to stream it, I had to. I wouldn't have posted on Twitter yesterday if I wasn't going to stream it, you know, with everybody else. It was all or nothing type of thing. So I'm glad people ended up coming in for it, and you know, we all seem to have a pretty good time. And yeah, whatever comes next, I guess whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Snoot Game, special edition. They keep saying that they might do it one of these days. Maybe it'll be voiced, and then maybe I'll stream it then. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's it. We're kind of, I mean, it's not terribly late, but I think I will probably end up calling the stream here. Close to about 3 hour stream. Oh, it's about 8 o'clock for me. It's about dinner time anyway, so I'm probably going to get on that. But thank you guys for joining in. It's been a blast. As I said before, I appreciate you all being here. And that was Goodbye Volcano High. So hope you guys enjoyed. I might be back tomorrow. We'll pick up where we left off with Armored Core 6. Fires of Rubicon. That game was incredibly fun when I played that a couple days ago. And that's probably all that's going to be on the itinerary for right now. We'll just be wrapping that up. And October's right around the corner. That's when I get into some horror games, which I got plenty of those in store. So we can end up looking at that at some point. One meteor was not enough. Truer words have never been spoken. But thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Let me take a look here. Is there anybody streaming that I know of? Vale is streaming. We could toss her a little raid. Disabled streamer, Vale. She's playing Martha's Dead. She's big into the horror games. So it'd be nice if we all dropped in and said hi. But thank you guys again. I appreciate you all. And yeah, we'll catch you later. Have a good night. See you next time.